Yo, the latest Marvel Lego set has been revealed and it looks amazing. And while the set is definitely not perfect, it looks great so far. And let's take a closer look and see what the X-Men Mansion has to offer. What's up, fellow Marvel fans and brickheads? So today we'll be taking a closer look at the new Lego X Mansion that was introduced recently. So this model is based off of the X-Men Mansion that was featured in the X-Men 97 cartoon series over on Disney Plus. It's a very impressive modular design that features 3,093 pieces in total, and it stands at about 10.5 inches high and 15 inches wide. Right now, what makes this highly intriguing is not only the mansion itself, but also like the minifigs that come with it. Also, like other sets such as the Daily Bugle and Avengers Tower, there's some really cool architectural standouts here and some really interesting X-Men related Easter eggs that you'll be able to find throughout the set as well, right? So I'm really excited to eventually get my hands on this, and let's take a closer look at some of the details. In terms of the overall design, this is a highly detailed set. And what I like is not just the look itself, but overall the actual feel and how it came out and was delivered to us from this series. On the outside, you have some really accurate architectural designs that have been laid out. You get the brick-based exterior walls on all four sides. You also get a lot of vertical windows and that awesome colorful blue roof as well. I also like how the base of a set, which includes part of the entranceway and the street level bricks as well, so you can kind of add additional minifigs onto it and piece things together at your leisure, right? They also added this awesome balcony for Professor X's hover chair to sit on and chill while he's sort of like outside watching his team do his thing, right? So the set also includes modular compatible design, so you can definitely link it up with other amazing Marvel sets that Legos have been releasing, right? So like the Avengers 76269 Tower. I think I mentioned the Daily Bugle, the 76178 and that Doctor Strange Sanctorum 76218, right, sets. So it's really awesome that they're continuing to build these modular sets and you kind of piece them together. And this will allow you to build that incredible street level type of Marvel based display with different teams. Right now, moving on to the build of the actual X Mansion, it's definitely quite large. It comes with two levels, top and bottom, or first and second floor, depending how you look at it. It can also be split into three different sections. So you ever feel like kit bashing parts of this mansion with another building, you definitely could, right? There's also some dynamic functionality to the building itself. Like you can pop the top cap off of the building and pushing down those vertical awnings there on the top front. I'm not sure what else the X Mansion can do dynamically, but it's cool to see that if you want to add some battle damage type of effects to it, the option is there for you to actually quickly do it, right? So for you folks out there with kids or who are kids at heart, that could definitely be some cool dimensions for your playtime, right? Now moving next to the minifigs themselves. So this set comes with 10 of them, right? That's pretty awesome. 10 minifigs, right? But that's not all, right? You get this amazing Sentinel figure as well, all the way to the right. Now, some of these minifigs are familiar and were essentially reused from some previous releases, but there are arguably four of them that are new. Right? When I say arguably, this iteration of Jean Grey is brand new, but her Phoenix minifig was actually debuted, I believe, at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. I think that was the year, right? So you can kind of argue whether or not she's new. But the three others that are definitely making their debut and exclusive to the set are Gambit, Iceman, and Bishop, right? All characters like the others that I've been asking for many years, right? So I'm glad that they're finally here. Now we are still missing a few folks, right? Like where is Jubilee or Beast or even Nightcrawler and Morph, right? They were such a huge part of the TV series. So where are they at, right? But I really can't complain since we're getting 10 minifigs with this set. But please, Lego, give us Cyclops and or Archangel as soon as possible. Right now, taking a closer look at the first few figs here, we have Jean Grey, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Storm. Jean Grey is great so far, and I really like that bright orange tone that they've used on her costume. It really offsets the actual color, but it still manages to match the hair very well, right? I also like the vertical pads on her shoulders. It really stands out just like her cartoon counterpart, and really comes with that cool telekinesis type of accessory, right, as well. Moving on to Cyclops, Scott looks pretty good. Still not sure I like his hair sculpt. Otherwise, still not too bad, right? Utility and X-Men communicator look good and looks like it's been painted on very well. And I really like the optic blast accessory that comes with it. It has an awesome length to it and really has a good amount of high display ability when you're posing him and the figure with against the Sentinels, right? Logan looks pretty good, standard to me, and very familiar face, so not much there. I still like the facial expression that they're using, and they kind of like the hair and that they've painted on his chin. He does come with the blue motorcycle, which is awesome, right? And I'm not really sure if that's Scott's cycle or his, but nevertheless, it's awesome that he comes with it. And last here is Storm. Really like her hair sculpt, continues to look great to me and really stands out. Also, I really like the paint applications next to her eye and just look incredible, right? Also, a good job on the cape. It's pretty good cloth cape, especially for what it is, and the actual lightning effects that she comes with, accessory rather, look amazing. Right, next, moving on to Rogue Remy, aka the Gambit at Bishop, as well as Iceman. Right, so Rogue here looks pretty good. I really like the blend in the white in her hair. It's a lot of the nice coloring throughout her top shirt area, especially the green. Almost looks metallic sheen and stands out really well. Doesn't come with any additional accessories though, so that's kind of a bummer. But one of the coolest X-Men figs I've seen in a while is Gambit. Right, so he looks really awesome. They've given him those glowing eyes, and that really cool Cajun type of facial expression. So that's great. The hair mold and the armor paint applications themselves that they've applied also look great, in my opinion. And I really, really like his accessories, right? He comes with connectly charged cards that are being thrown, right? So it gives you a dynamic look. And also that staff, right? Next is Bishop, and the design looks good overall. I really like the hair and the kind of the facial expression they put on his face. I really also like that they've been able to capture all the scars very well, right? On both on his left cheek as well as above his right eye, and a lot of nice little details on his costume, right? And like Gambit, he comes with some really awesome accessories, right? He has his like future blaster along with a couple of energy effects that stand out very well. So really good accessory lineup there. And last up is my boy Bobby, aka Iceman. I'm really glad that they finally gave us his minifig. He does look good overall, and I like the light blue that they've used throughout his costume design. Right now, it would have been cool if they added some ice blue hair sculpt as well on top of his head instead of keeping him that bald look. But it's still pretty cool. In terms of the ice beam effects, glad they added those as well. But I also would have liked them to add like maybe an ice slide though. Uh, but I really can't hate on this because they finally have him here, and I really like over the way it came out and the ice effects for sure. Right, and finally we got minifigs of the main hero and villain here, right? So Professor X on the left and Magneto on the right, right? Now Professor looks awesome, but the hover chair is really where it's at for me. He doesn't come with any levitating and or mental powers type of accessories, unfortunately. But the hover chair is probably more than enough, right, guys? He does have that nice T-shirt and tie that matches his cartoon counterpart very well. Although I think I recall his jacket being a little more on the green side. However, it still came out very good on the minifig itself. And last but not least is Magneto on the right hand side, right? He does have some awesome bright red paint application here, right? It does feel a little too bright sometimes, but at least he stands out very well. Like he's a bad guy, right? And some really nice purple layering on top. I also like the plastic cape that they've added on him, unlike Storm where hers is more cloth, right? It's less dynamic, but at least it feels more premium to me, right? So overall, great set of minifigs, especially the exclusive, right? Now, quickly moving on to the big figure inclusion here, which is the actual Sentinel. He looks absolutely incredible here, guys. I'm glad he was scaled right and correctly this time, and he's scaled where he's at, right? It's much better than the previous version released by Lego, that brick version, right? And it's really great that they've been able to capture all of his details, especially on the facial expression. Like you got the eyes, the mechanical teeth, right? That nice power source at the center of his chest there, kind of like the Iron Man arc reactor, right? So that stands out really well, right? He also comes with the extending cable there, which is awesome because, like, as you can see here, you can pose in various ways, including some awesome action poses. Like as he's capturing some X-Men mutants, right? He doesn't have any blast effects from his hands though, from what I can see, unfortunately, which would have been nice if they added that in there so you can have kind of two accessories, one for each hand. But I'm hopeful that maybe he'll eventually be released as his own Lego fig, down the line, and maybe then they can include some additional accessories. Otherwise, he is a great addition, and really glad that they've been able to add him here to the set. Now, in terms of the X Mansion's interior, there's really a lot to it. So it's not just amazing. They also have really cool designs and nostalgia feeling on the inside as well. You can see the X-Men entrance here. Really cool because it features like the elevator up and down, some great accessories on the floor itself, and the amazing picture of Eric and Charles together on that top side of the wall, right? There's also some room for Cerebro here, which you can see. This is the room has Cerebro itself, right? Along with the accessories for the wall, floor areas, and how you can sit and position Professor X. Also got the living room here, where you can see Beast communicating with Rogue and Psych on the screen. So nice little area where Psych can be drinking his coffee, right? And let's not forget about the awesome Danger Room as well. A lot of cool accessories they can kind of build out here. Now it does feel a little too tight to me. I think they could have probably made it or designed it to maybe take up 2 rooms in the X Mansion, so you could kind of fit more minifigs and objects inside. Nevertheless, still looks good and get a lot of nice details there. But again, I liked it if it was just a shade larger than what you see here. Now, there's still a lot to be explored, right? In the X Mansion, I didn't show you Logan's room where you can kind of recreate his crying over Jean scene, but still overall a lot of good interior details and overall design in the X Mansion, right? Now, ordering of the X Mansion will be available to the general public starting November 4th, and you can order it directly from Lego's website. It'll also be available starting November 1st for the lucky Lego insiders. And feel free to use the link in the description below if you need help finding it. Now, it'll run you $330 plus tax, obviously. And the price point does seem a little high to me, but I'm not really surprised considering it is a Marvel IP. And it comes with 10 minifigs plus an awesome Sentinel, right? So a lot of the costs are also coming from the Marvel X-Men IP, unfortunately, similar to their recent X-Jet, right, which will run you $85 for a small amount of pieces. So no matter what, they're just going to be pricey, no matter, unfortunately, all the time, right? Especially for these X-Men Lego sets, right? But otherwise, I'll be picking this one up on day one and can't wait to start building it out. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining me today as we explore the new X Mansion set from Lego. Are you a fan of this new set at all? Or how about the awesome new minifigs? Let me know in the comments what really stands out to you and whether you'll be picking this up. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more content on the coolest Marvel Universe Lego bricks around. Until next time, folks, keep on building.